Hello, fellow classmates. I am going to do my book review on Bomb by Steve Sheinkin. It is the race to build and steal the world's most dangerous weapon. It's about the atomic bomb. I think this book is kind of a mix between this week with our study of biography nonfiction and last week's informational nonfiction. The book is about the race to steal the bomb, but in its description, it focuses on several individuals and their lives and their part in that race. In the source notes, uh, Steve Sheinkin says, "My book weaves together three basic storylines. The Americans try to build a bomb, the Soviets try to steal it, and the Allies try to sabotage the German bomb project. With each of those points of the story, there is a person that they focus on. With the Americans, they talk about Robert Oppenheimer, and this is him when he was teaching at the university, and he was the director of the Manhattan Project in building the atomic bomb. With the Soviets trying to steal it, the focus is on Harry Gold, who is an American, but he is a spy for the Soviets. This is him with his arrest from the FBI after the war. And then with the Allies trying to sabotage the race, or the Germans, there it focuses on the Norwegian resistance fighters. And this was the leader of the Norwegian fighters. And it shares their story of how they were able to destroy a heavy water factory in Norway that pretty much stopped the Germans' atomic research in its tracks. They just couldn't do anything without that heavy water. So this book, as far as the criteria for biography nonfiction, one, is it good literature? Yes, it is. The story is well written. It reads like a story. It's really informational, but wonderful and intriguing. The subject, is this something that we need to study? And the answer is yes. In the epilogue, the author, in trying to sum up his writing this story, he said, "In the end, this is a difficult story to sum up. The making of the atomic bomb is one of history's most amazing examples of teamwork and genius and poise under pressure. But it's also the story of how humans created a weapon capable of wiping our species off the planet. It's a story with no end in sight, and like it or not, you're in it." So I think because the subject matter, although it happened during World War II, it is still applicable to us today. We must learn from our history and study what it means for us in the future. And the making of the atomic bomb changed the world. It's accurate. I think that it is wonderful the way the book is written, that it's not one-sided. It doesn't glory in the making of the bomb, but it also doesn't talk about just the destruction. It really tells the story really well from both sides. The sources are wonderful. There's a letter in there that it shares from Einstein to President Roosevelt that talks about why they need to start researching fusion and the start of the American program. And other sources in there are first-person sources, and they're really good, wonderful. The photos, I shared some of them with you. There are really wonderful photos. There's one at the front that shows a picture of the bomb, actually, what it looked like. And there's pictures mostly of the people involved in the story and some of the places where they lived at Los Alamos, and some of the pictures from Norway where the Allies were fighting. The reader appeal, I think that this book appeals to adults and older children alike. I looked up the age requirements on the Scholastic website, and they recommended this book for ages 13 to 18, so it's for a little bit older children, grades 8 through 12. The reading level is 6.9 grade level, but my daughter read it last year for her 5th grade nonfiction book report, and I have 2 friends whose sons have read it this year for their 5th grade nonfiction report, and all of them really enjoyed the story. It is one that I think everyone can learn from. There are a few things that parents or teachers might want to be concerned about in discussing them if it is younger children reading it. One is there's a lot of dishonesty with the spies and people pretending to be someone they're not. There's the implications of the bomb. It's pretty descriptive about when it's dropped on Hiroshima and what happens and the effect it has on the people there. There is quite a bit of smoking, and there's some language in the book and a lot of fighting in Europe and people being killed and planes going down. And so because of the violence, that might be a better indication of why it's best for older children. But I think that if a parent is willing to sit with the child and talk to them, that younger children can enjoy it. I would definitely recommend this for any of you, whether it's for this class or just learning about history. It is really one of the best nonfictions I've read in a long time. So I hope you enjoy it.